Knife and weapon offences in England and Wales have hit their highest number in nearly a decade. Figures released by the Ministry of Justice reveal that last year almost 21,500 knife and offensive weapon offences were recorded. That's the highest figure since 2009. Of these, more than one-fifth were committed by those under the age of 18. Nearly 40% led to immediate jail sentences compared to 10 years ago when only 1 in 5 did. It was the first possession of a knife or offensive weapon for just under 3/4 of offenders. And the average length of custodial sentences for this type of crime has increased by roughly 3 months. In 2018, offenders were sentenced to around 8.1 months compared to 5.3 back in 2008. In his spring statement, Chancellor Philip Hammond did pledge £100 million more to fight the problem, but he faced a backlash as critics dubbed it a short-term fix. I'm now joined by Arqam Al-Hadeed, the Member of Youth Parliament for Leeds. Arqam, hello to you.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. Your immediate reaction, please, to that latest round of figures that we've just shown, and what do you think is driving this rise?
Well, the figures speak for themselves. Like, we can see how big of an issue this is, and that government needs to put a new strategy and more funding into this. And like you said, Chancellor Hammond has pledged £100 million, but that's a drop in the ocean if you compare the problem, how big this problem is. And if you compare the police, the chief police, they wanted around 200 to 300 million pounds. So the government still gave some money, but it's not enough for the problem that
OK, so if the funds aren't enough, what about tougher sentencing and more stop and search?
Well, definitely. If you have more funding, then there will be more stop and searches, and the people will know that police is taking this seriously. And like you said, if the sentencing is really lenient, or if they're getting away with it, then more people are more likely to carry on carrying knives with them. We need to make that clear. The sentencing is strict. And it's done every time, at every incident.
So how would you then go about tackling this problem?
Well, as a member of Youth Parliament, we speak on this, we raise awareness, we talk to young people, and I've just started working with the West Yorkshire Police, and recently spoke to 100 young people from my city who are vulnerable to knife crime, to raise awareness to them, to share with them that kind of knife could actually harm themselves, because 7 out of 10 people who end up in A&E is because of the knife they're carrying themselves to protect themselves, but they end up getting stabbed by themselves.
And your reaction to this Glasgow model, what's happening in Scotland, treating it as a health problem, it seems to be successful.
Yeah, so treating it as a health problem, then there's more budgets available for it, and it's taken more seriously. So yes, that would definitely help, I think.
And what about parents taking more control? Education, of course, is one answer, but what about parents?
So I think parents at the age when teenagers are rebellious and you see teenagers something else, parents kind of like trying to stay away. And these problems, knife crime and knife violence, happens because some young people don't have a stable upbringing, so the parents are absent. So definitely a good stable household where parents are available all the time guarding their children, yes, definitely.